Hello and welcome to Stoneblock 4. It's my current series going on. If you haven't seen the other episodes, check out the playlist on my channel. Hopefully you do enjoy, and if you do and you check me out, or you keep coming back and you're not yet, feel free to subscribe, leave the video a like, and maybe even leave a comment of things you want me to play next. Enjoy the video. Alright, so last time we did quite a bit. We are completely done with both secondary quest lines, so we just need to focus on the main quest. Because we already have the Leviathan egg, we just need Promethium, and then we can start making Resonant Void. The issue with Promethium is it is quite a bit. So the Promethium requires an atomic forge, which is not too hard to make. But it requires 2 overcharged crystals and a Heisenberg compensator. The overcharged crystals is just some superconductors, advanced batteries, and empowered Restonia crystal block. This is all relatively easy. The superconductors is in the assembler, so I'll need to make some flux gates. And the advanced batteries is steel, energite, and electrum, or liquid sulfuric acid and dubious container. We're going to go the crafting route, because that means I can just set it on auto craft and it'll do it automatically. So the overcharged crystal's not too complicated. The Heisenberg compensator requires one of these 2 crafts in an atomic forge. The top line is an unholy intelligence with some adamant, and that requires a dubious container and strange matter. Strange matter we get from refining lava and an enderic compound at 200 millibuckets per craft. We also get shoal fire and liquid sulfuric acid. So we could then use this craft to get the liquid sulfuric acid to use in our fluid centrifuge to make batteries, if we wanted to. That's one way to craft the Heisenberg compensator. The other way is crafting a super AI chip. And the super AI chip requires 2 advanced computing engines and a duratium ingot. The advanced computing engine is a quantum processor, a silicon wafer, and a processing unit. The silicon wafer is 2 printed silicon and a carbon fiber strand. So I'm thinking that this is the easiest line, probably, because the quantum processor is, I have this craft up, and I actually need to switch it to this one. And the printed quantum circuit is just quantum alloy, and the quantum alloy is this. So that might be the hardest part. So we can see if my system will craft me the quantum processor once I get it all set up. Which I need to fix, actually. Quantum processor. Not this craft, but this craft. So let's see if my system will be able to craft me. I need 2 quantum... I think it's just 2. How many Promethium do I need? 4. So I will need 8 of these quantum ones. So, quantum processor, if I need 8 of these, am I missing anything? Ender dust and quantum infused dust. Okay. Okay, that's not too much. What's the quantum infused dust? Quantum infused dust is a shattered singularity in a crusher. So if I just tell it to craft me 8 shattered singularities, that should fix it. Because that's also on autocraft. Great. Let me go over why that's on AutoCraft, because I don't remember if we did that on stream or not. So I have this whole setup back here. I believe the only thing that you all saw me do was set up the lava. I have expanded upon this between episodes. I have... Back there, I have Fortron. I have Latex. I have Molten Ender. And I have Ether Gas. Ether Gas is not currently being produced because I messed it up and the Wither escaped. But we'll get to that in just a second. And then underneath all this, I have another thing from AE2 where this is all being crafted. Not that one. This one. So these shattered singularities are being created in a reaction chamber. So I have a reaction chamber with a bunch of autocrafts put into it, so that everything I could possibly need can be done in that reaction chamber. And that is all the way down here. Yes. This extended pattern provider is able to craft all of these things in that reaction chamber. So it's not too complicated, because I'm able to autocraft everything. So right now, I just need these computing engines. So I just need Ender and these dusted. And Ender powder is just Ender pearls. So I can run over to my crafter, or not my crafter, my crusher, and we can craft that. Crusher is right here. All 8 of those, and then the Ender pearls. At some point, I'm going to turn this whole area into auto-crafting capabilities, because currently I can't be bothered, really. I can do it, it's just a lot of work, and my power can't keep up. So, what was the name of this thing? Quantum. So, let me craft 8 of these. And now we have everything. So I will just tell it to start crafting those. That's going to take it a minute. So we'll go over everything else I did. I upgraded some stuff over here. I now have a super cooler with a pattern provider that is currently being able to make tesseracts and magmaliths. And it can do a lot more than that. That's just all I've needed it for right now. Right here, it's taking it a second to charge back up. Oh, I am draining power over here. I was draining power over here. We'll get to that in just a second. So this is now filling back up, but this is an advanced coke oven. This is creating coal coke, for one, and creosote oil. And this is on a storage bus, so it can craft all of the creosote into treated wood planks and all that. Anything I need it to from Industrial Foregoing. And this is just automatically taking in the blocks of coal coke, because I'm exporting blocks of coal into this through an exporter. And that is just automatically doing this whole system. I'm doing pretty well. How are you, Georgia? The other stuff that I did is I upgraded my Draconic Fusion, or my Draconic Evolution Fusion Crafters into Draconic level. This took quite a bit, so I will go over everything that I had to do to get these, because it's not main quest stuff, it's actually for my side quest of getting all the chickens that I am doing off-stream, that I'm not really taking care of on-stream because it's very, very tedious. But I just want the achievement of getting all of them. The only one that I probably will not be getting is the antimatter chicken, which requires me to get a neutronium chicken and 10 buckets of antimatter, which is not going to happen. So, yeah, let's see. Thank you for the follow, Georgia. That's very appreciated. I did upgrade all of these a little bit by putting a tier 2 efficiency add-on and a tier 1 speed add-on, which makes them 150% faster, or 50% faster, and 30% more energy efficient. I don't know what the energy efficiency does for these, but I'm assuming it's probably good. So every single one has it, besides the ones that have the really, really strong ones I found in that dungeon. This is not enough to power my base anymore for everything that I want to do and everything I am doing. So I'm going to need to get into power generators, which is what we will get to next, just after I talk about everything I had to do for the draconic stuff. I did upgrade my enchanting setup to Echoing Skulk Shelves and Soul Touch Skulk Shelves and 1 Deep Shelf of Arcane Treasure. This setup is actually designed to make Infused Dragon's Breath. And the Infused Dragon's Breath is used to make hearts. These hearts right here, these dragon hearts. So the dragon heart has a recipe of 1 fiery blood, 1 infused dragon's breath, 4 draconium cores, and a life stone. So this entire process was to use the dragon hearts to make, over here, awakened draconium blocks. These are what are used in the world engine to upgrade to draconic fusion crafting injectors. So I had to make 8 awakened draconium blocks, which is 2 dragon hearts, to make the 8 draconic fusion crafters that I need. Stream's going pretty well so far, thanks for asking. Just started, but hopefully doing pretty well. I don't know how long I'll stream today. The last couple streams have been really long, but I don't know if I'll go that long again today, but I might. In addition to these draconic fusion crafting injectors, I needed awakened draconium in order to make an awakened draconium chicken. I need 4 more blocks, but I need this to be tier draconic, so I needed 12 blocks of awakened draconium. But in addition to that, I need tier 9 chicken seeds, and that requires tier 9 chicken souls, and that requires awakened draconium ingots. So I had to make another craft to get enough blocks that I could break down to make the awakened draconium ingots. So I made 5 crafts of dragon hearts, and that wasn't enough. I think I made 4 crafts. 1 for the chicken, 2 for the injectors, 1 for these seeds. And that's not enough. Because in order to do something, hold on, I can't remember exactly what it was. I think, yeah, in order to go to chaotic tier, I need more dragon hearts. But I can't do that just yet because that requires dark matter block and void container, which I do not have the upgrade for. But the real reason that that wasn't enough is because I can't craft the awakened draconium chicken. Because I need chaos fragments. And the way to do that, I believe I have access to, but I'm not strong enough yet, is kind of the way it is. So I need tiny chaos fragments, which need to be melted, and I can get it from laser drilling with a black laser lens into the mighty ender chicken. So that is something that I could, in theory, do. Like, it would not be complicated. Off the top of my head, it wouldn't be complicated. But I couldn't keep the wither contained in my thing here because my power isn't strong enough. So I had a wither in here getting me ether gas up there, which is then being ported upstairs into this tank here, which has access to my system so I can use it for crafts. And I thought that that would be enough. I'm okay for now, Georgia. Thank you for the offer. I'm keeping it low-key with the stuff that I have for now, and then I'll upgrade at a later point in time, but I haven't decided when that's going to be. I do have a VTuber model that I am going to use at some point in the future once I get a camera, but this isn't my job, so I can't really afford spending money on it. This is just a hobby. With, the current economy, I'm not getting paid anything at my current job, really. So, doing this as a hobby for now, just something to do in my free time. I'd be playing Minecraft anyway, so might as well show it off to people. But I do appreciate the offer. But while I was getting ether gas, the wither is trapped in here with that stasis generator right here, stasis chamber, and that will only hold the wither so long as it has power. And while I was doing that, I was also running my infusion chamber up here, and this infusion chamber drained all of my power. So the wither was no longer stasised, I wasn't creating ether gas anymore, I had to kill it because it was slowly dying from suffocating because it got itself free. It couldn't leave the actual cage because this is made of wither-proof blocks, so it was just stuck in here suffocating in the ceiling. So I had to end that. So I'm a little concerned about power, which is why I have set up this right here. If this works the way that I hope it does. I've tested it a couple of times, and it works so far, but I haven't tested it with anything else, like any of these things, just with the Uraninite. So the way this will work is I will prompt it to craft any of these. This is set to not push a crafting ingredient if there's already a pattern input in the energizing orb. This can't pull out of the energizing orb, so I have an import bus set to only accept the things that we're actively crafting. So, this should, in theory, work. It works on the Uraninite, which is needed for running the thing that I want to run, which is a power reactor, because the power reactors produce a lot of power. I'm hoping to get one for my world engine and one for my regular use. So, let us tell it to craft. Let's go for 20 blazing crystals. I already have 16 in the system. We'll tell it to give me 20 more. It'll put them one at a time and extract them. So that's working. Okay, that's good. The harder part will be energized steel and nitro crystals, because those have multiple crafting ingredients. So I have a bunch of energized steel from when I crafted it manually, but let me tell it to give me 10. It works. Fantastic. This is perfect. I am happy that I have successfully set that up, because I was thinking I'd have to do it the old school way of doing a redstone pulse to stop it and stop a hopper and all that, but the fact that this just works is even better. Oh yeah, I did export our uranium ingot into this chest. So, let's see what it takes to get a power reactor. Because it's definitely not going to be the regular crafting, because nothing is in this. Where are the reactors? Right here. Starter is regular. That's good. Basic is normal. Hardened is normal. Blazing is normal. Niotic jumps to the world engine. Spirited is also in the world engine. Nitro is also in the world engine. I have all of these crafting ingredients. And all of these upgrades. So this would not be hard. I would just need to program it and get these reinforced carbon sheets. So I can either do light naphtha or molten carbon and plastic. Molten carbon would probably be easier. I would need 9 crafts, so I would need 9 reinforced carbon sheets. Everything else I think I have. Am I missing any weird ones? I need refined obsidian ingots, which I guess I can craft? Because this is something in the osmium compressor, yeah. I can get refined obsidian dust. Can I just smelt that? I can melt it. That would work. Okay, so the refined obsidian is not hard. This is the hardest part, and I can just program that in. Let me program that. Let me program all of this. So, this, spirited, and then the rest of these are just regular crafting recipes. Blazing, hardened, basic, and starter. Okay. I thought this was going to be a lot more complicated, but apparently not. Okay, the rest of these are in the world engine. No, hold on, I put the wrong one down here. Oh, did I skip Niotic? I did. Whoopsie daisy. I need this one as well. Okay. Down... where is it? Right here. We are running out of little slots. We are down to 6 empty slots in our world engine autocrafter. A lot of these I can get rid of, so I can clean it out at some point. But for now, I just need molten carbon. That's just melting coal. I can just throw coal in here. Or no, I can't. Hold on. What is what is molten carbon? Maybe this is not as easy as I'm thinking it is. I need to melt carbon fiber strands. Got it. And each of these costs 1. And so I need 18? I think I have that. Those carbon fiber strands are really easy to craft. Oh yeah. I have more than enough. I don't remember when I crafted 500 carbon fiber strands, but apparently I did. Oh, I do know when I crafted those. That was for the speed upgrades. So the speed upgrades... or not the speed ones, the... capacitor? The add-ons. Let me see. I believe, yeah, these take carbon fiber strands, so I just threw, like, a bajillion of them into my system and just let it run. So I need buckets of the stuff. There's 8 chunks left. It would be easiest just to use a tank. This one should be empty. Okay, that should be empty now. It is, fantastic. And then I set this up so I can just dump whatever liquids I need in there, and it will just import bus them into my system, so it'll go into the fluid cards so that I can do it for crafting. So I need 18 reinforced carbon. And that will just come into my system. Let me make sure I don't need a fluid for any of these. I do not. Fantastic. 18 reinforced carbon. Let me look at how many pieces of refined obsidian I have. I have 9. I think I just need 9 more. Those 9 I have is from the loot bees. They'll drop random ingots, and the later in the story I get, so that I can get better stuff. Okay, I might check you out, Georgia. I don't have a Instagram account, and my Discord is set up for my personal, so I'm not going to give that out. But I might make a business one for this eventually. Okay, that's the refined obsidian that I need. So I think that's the only one. Should we just make 2 nitro? I need 72. 72 nitro. I have all. Let's get it started, and it's gonna take a hot minute to get that all going. So we will set up the atomic forge, which I did craft ahead of time. That's just 2 flux gates, some duratium, plastic, enduric compound. A bunch of stuff that we've already seen me craft plenty of times before. We also need an enduric laser, because that's the only way to power the atomic forge. And then we just need machine cores. I need 10. 9. I need 9 of them. Okay. Let us set up the atomic forge. I'm gonna need lots of space for the atomic forge to go. So we're gonna mine this way. That's the wrong backpack. There we go. I need to mine right there. Okay. So let's get this all set up. Right here. Oh, it's at a sink. That sucks. We're gonna do this then. God damn it. Okay, it's fine. I don't need that. I don't need it to be pretty. That's not what I do. Oh, something I did do. Hold on. I realized that for one of the videos I didn't have a thumbnail. So I had to make something real fast. So I built this. This is our little trophy room for every boss we've defeated. And any cool things we have. The Night Phantom trophy is weird. It's just its head, not its helmet. So, I have the Hydra trophy. This trophy is the Knight. The weapons from a couple bosses. I went and got this one off stream. We killed this boss on stream, but I killed it again off stream, and it dropped its trophy. So these are our trophies from everything so far, and then I also have the cool floating globe. Which actually, I want this achievement for no reason. Unless I already have it. Ah, I already have it. I already did that. I don't remember when. But place the globe on it, disappears, and it's just a floating globe. I also did the questing ram, because the questing ram is just a bunch of wool, and that's easy. I also swapped everything over to tier 9 chicken seeds, because I did craft those. And I upgraded this to item pipes with a round robin upgrade on it, so that it actually hits everyone. And we are producing all of the seeds necessary. Like right here, this chicken is producing draconium ingots. So, our wall is looking pretty full. We only have 5 chickens left that I don't have. And I think the lowest item we have on here is like 13,000 or 9,000? 9.3 thousand right there. Everything else is well above that. So we're doing pretty good in the resources department. And quite a few things are full, like lava eggs and water eggs. They're produced a stack at a time, so those are full really fast. And then everything that's at the beginning here produced a lot faster, because before I set up the round robin upgrade, they were the only ones getting seeds. So you can see that there are quite a few that have product just sitting in it, because there's nothing to produce as long as these are full, which is how I want it. Slime Balls is full, not because the chicken produced it, but because this is an external storage, so all of the slime balls that I'm getting from my mob farm are actually going up into this drawer here. So I might put a couple upgrades on that before my system gets full, because this is like 50,000 and I have 335,000 slime balls, which apparently can be thrown. Cool. They just bounce. Gross. Okay. So yeah, let me grab... Can I make a void upgrade? For these drawers, I think I can. This void upgrade right here. I'm gonna get a void upgrade on the slime balls. That's lapis. That's not what I want. I want the slime ball. Okay. Now all the slime balls we'll get from my mob farm will be voided, and I will just stay at 335,000 slime balls, considering I'm not really using them for anything. So that's not really gonna... I use it for insulating resin, and that's it. And sticky pistons. But everything else I'm not really using it for. I don't think. I can make a slime cube. That seems like a waste of a nether star. These are from Create. I'm not using Create. I can make cobwebs. And I can make bouncy plates. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's used in my world engine to make mechanical bearings, but I'm not doing that either. Yeah. So slime balls are pretty much useless, but might as well have a shit ton of them, because there's no reason not to. Anyway, let's finish setting up the atomic forge. That's up here. Okay. This is the other reason that I want to move all this stuff, is because it's just cluttered. So much in here. Okay, I need cabling. I'll need a bunch of this, so give me like 100. Okay. So, atomic forge is pretty big. Okay, we get to see a cool animation of that all pop out. Okay, I will need a destination card. target... Yes, target designator. Position is stored. We'll get an indirect laser down. Go. Okay, now it'll power this once it receives power, which we'll just pull right here. Okay. I forget that this is really slow. Why is this... Oh, it's at 0 because of everything I'm crafting. That's right. We will switch this to base energy for now. It means my world engine isn't being powered, which could be an issue. Yeah. Let me just switch it back. This is why I need these nitro reactors. I think it's so funny that my little basic generator is still here chugging along. But I actually want to see how far along my nitro thing is. It's crafting the blazing crystals right now. And now it's crafting the nitro crystals. Okay. That's cool. It's pretty much there. Okay. Come on. Go up the elevator. Not that far. Sometimes I hate that elevator. Okay. So the first thing that we want to craft on the atomic forge is the advanced computing engine. So I need the silicon wafers. So I need printed silicon and carbon fiber strands. And let's see, I need 4 promethium. Each promethium is 1 Heisenberg compensator. Each super AI chip is 2 of these. So I need 4, I need 8 of these, which means I need 8 silicon wafers. Okay. So I need 16, sure, 19. That works. 16 of these and 8 carbon. Okay, carbon fiber strands, printed silicon. Yeah, and the atomic forge doesn't hold a charge, it only charges up while crafting. So it's not some massive drain on my system while it's not actively providing. Okay, 8 silicon wafers. I need 8 processing units, which I might have. I have 2. What do these take again? Carbon fiber, redstone, electrum, and plastic. Okay, so I need more carbon fiber strands. I need some electrum. Redstone and plastic. Plastic is the easy part. Technically, they're all easy. It's base ingredients that I really just have. And then we have to go back over here. I have blocked myself in. There we go. And then we need the assembler. And all of these machines have a tier 2 speed add-on on them. So they're 155% speed, but they're 30% less efficient with the energy provided. Which is fine. I'm about to have basically infinite energy, so, you know, it is what it is. Alright, so the wafers, I need the quantum. Where are they? There they are, quantum processors, wafer. It doesn't matter what order they go in, it'll produce the correct thing. And then these advanced computing engines. I could make a drone port, but I don't really need that. Apparently I can make a cross-dimensional. Attached to a drone port. Okay. I'm just trying to make the Heisenberg compensator, so I need the AI chip. So I need duratium. Okay. So, duratium. I think I have some. I do not. Duratium is not hard to make. It's an alloy. And it's platinum and netherite. Okay. Platinum and netherite. I might as well make a stack of the duratium. Because there's not really any reason not to make more than I need. So I guess we'll just see. Because the only issue is power. Because this thing does take power. But it doesn't take very much power. It can only use 257 RF a tick. And I'm producing way more than that. I think this thing produces at least 257 RF a tick. It doesn't really tell me. Yeah, it produces 64 a tick, but that's, you know, basically the same. Okay. This and this. Make me my super AI chips. This one's gonna take it a minute, because it needs like 50,000 RF. Default. Okay. Super AI. Woo! And then for the Heisenberg compensator, we just need adamant. So let's start working on the overcharged crystals. I think I have those auto-processing. I do! Fantastic. I need 8 of these. Because I need 2? Yeah. I need 8 overcharged crystals. I'm short on steel and empowered redstonia, the superconductors. Do I not have the superconductors on Autocraft? I thought I did. No, because I have to assemble them myself. That's right. So I need... Creates 4 at a time. Each craft can make 1. So I need 8 crafts of superconductors. So I will need 8 flux gates and 8 dubious containers. Okay, I need 8 of these. I need 8 electrum. Technically I need 16 electrum. Because I need 8 for this and 8 for this. Okay, and then I need 8 energite. And then over here, I need plastic again. I need 8 plastic. I need 8 more redstone. And I need the carbon fiber street. Not sheets, the carbon fiber strands. We will get that crafting as well. Start assembling while I grab the rest of the stuff, which is luxite. That I need 16 of. And platinum. That I need 8 of. We'll make the processing units, which will then make the flux gates, and then so on and so forth. Okay. These 8, that 16. There was something else I needed flux gates for. that I wanted to get. Can't remember. I need it for more biogenerators, which is not what I need it for. Quantum Research Station. Energy storage, biogenerator. I don't know. I don't remember what I needed flux gates for. Was it something in my assembler? The superconductors, that's what it was. What I'm crafting right now. That's what I needed them for. But yeah. This will give us the superconductors required for the craft, and then we can auto-craft everything. Although not actually. Hold on. I need the redstonia crystals, which are right here. So I set this up to just automatically make the empowered redstonia crystals because I didn't want to have to sit here and right-click this all. So that's where my power went originally. Now it's going to crafting a reactor, which will take it a minute. Okay. That probably means that this is done. Yes. I have my 4 super AI chips. So I just need these. Okay, make the... Wait, 4? Do I need 8? No, 4. I need 8 adamant. But charged... Overcharged. I need 8. Oh, I need steel. That's right. Okay. I need coal and iron. Stack of coal, 4 stacks of iron. Infusing factory is where the iron will go. And the enriching factory is where the coal goes, and then boom, bap, boom. Okay, and steel. And my furnace is super, super fast. So I put 2 augments in, turn it into a factory, and increase its speed, but it takes up more fuel. But its fuel is energy, so it's just really, really fast now. Okay, charged crystals. Can we actually do this time? Yes. Woo! I have played for officially 100 hours. That is surprising. Gets me 500 tokens and 100 XP levels. Great, I will dump that XP right here. I have 351 levels in this experience obelisk. So, let us... Oh, I need adamant. I need 8 pieces of adamant, which should be next to nothing. Yep. Okay. Over here again. In the forge, 8 adamant, and the 4 super AI chips. That should give us the Heisenberg compensators. And then we need Heisenberg compensators and overcharged crystals, and we get promethium. Promethium is used to create tier 8 capacitors, or the tier 8 add-ons. But its main use is for this craft right here, the Resonant Void. I need Void Flame Fuel, which I did do off-stream, but I'll explain how that whole process works. And then I do need Empowered Void Crystals. Everything else we already have. I can create sky osmium in my reaction chamber. That's sky stone, osmium, charged Certus quartz, and lava. Not complicated at all. So, how I create the void flame fuel is relatively simple, actually, because it is in my reaction chamber. So my reaction chamber creates unrefined blaze ember fuel from... Sorry. We will just go to just dire things. So the fuel is right here. So unrefined blaze ember fuel is polymorphic fluid and blaze ember. Polymorphic fluid is water and polymorphic catalyst, and that's just blaze gold and netherwort. I can craft that all really easily. The blaze ember is actually around my little goo. So it's the primal coal block around my goo. Primal coal is exactly the same thing, but it's a block of coal. So you put coal around it, it transforms, turns into primal coal. You break that, get primal coal, turn it into a block, put it around. That's how you get the blaze ember. Now this is unrefined blaze ember, and the way that you get regular blaze ember fuel is you put it back around the goo. That gets us refined blaze ember fuel, which is what's required in my reaction chamber to make unrefined void flame fuel. And the void flame coal is exactly the same process. Ember coal around the goo, turns it into void flame, and then the exact same process to refine the fuel. So coal around, break it, turn it back into a block, coal around, turn it into fuel, put the fuel next to it, turn it into regular fuel, turn the fuel into the next level of coal, refine that around the thing, you get the void flame fuel. That is it. It was just me running back and forth between the two machines, grabbing all the required materials. We have our Heisenberg compensators. I'm going to hold that for achievement or quest or anything. Nope. Great. Overcharged crystal. This is now 245,000 RF, so this is going to take it a second, considering I have only one Enderic laser creating this whole thing. So, let's go ahead and just check off some quests to see how many possible points we have. Atomic Forge gives us 50. Promethium's going to give us another 25 and give us more promethium for use for our own personal stuff. Because promethium can be used to create this right here, the Promethium Battle Axe. It does quite a bit of damage, and it is an unbreakable axe. So if we ever want that, we can do it. It's the same for the Promethium Pickaxe. We can shift its mode, too. So while this is working on this, let me hopper into the side of it, actually. And just put this all in here. Once it finishes this first one, we'll see if it works. But we need to do the Empowered Void Crystal. So that is on the Empowerer with flint, a piece of stone, a piece of coal, and black dye. So stuff we have infinite of. We will leave this to do its work. I will grab a block of coal, because that's going to be easiest. Block of coal. We need to turn it into Void Crystal, which is just right there. Void Crystal block. And then I need a piece of flint. I should have grabbed a second piece of coal while I was in the system. So flint, coal, stone. We can use any stone, and since we have infinite of a lot of them, we'll just grab a regular piece of stone. Flint, coal, stone, and black dye, which I also have infinite of, 39,000. And then all of these just go around the outside here. So this guy here, this one there, this one there, and this one there. And that will empower that whole block so that we don't have to do this 8 times or whatever. It'll just create the one whole block for us. Alright, we're almost done with the second craft of the Prometheum. There's a lot of slow processes in this mod. Alright, there's the Void Crystal. The Empowered Void Crystal, specifically. And then... let me actually make this an auto-craft. Resonance, Void... I have that. I think I have 4 of that, so we'll leave that be. Just so that I don't have to run back and forth, we can just wait for it. We're gonna have to wait for the reactors to finish first. How is that coming along? Okay, it's crafting the Fortron-infused ingots right now. Which I believe is at the world engine. Let's go check on that, make sure it's actually working. Oh, it's not extracting. Oh, it's filled up the world engine. So we need to do this. Okay, so we'll need to cancel that and have it try again. Okay. The world engine is a finicky block to use. Okay, cancel that. Let's try that again. $72. Start. We'll see if it'll actually make the blocks. I might have to change where I'm making the Fortron. Because I believe I can make it in a second machine. And the Endira Confuser, that requires me to give it high temperature and speed. It will make it for me. I'm gonna have to make the Fortron manually. Yeah. Okay, let me go make some Fortron ingots really fast before we are able to do anything else. Yeah. Okay, dump the Fortron. Let me tell it to make Fortron ingots. Make me 30 Fortron ingots. And this will now make the Fortron ingots, and I will tell it to dump all the remaining fluid. Okay, that problem is solved. Now we can make the reactor. Now give me 72, because you don't need to craft the Fortron anymore. Okay. Do I really have to do it one at a time? That's frustrating. We will see how it goes. Because it's trying to put the capacitors in, and it's not working, so it's putting them down here. So that might have to change. Because it's not going to work. Yeah, the heat is out of power, I'm aware. I don't need a high heat, though. Well, we did do a power quest, because I held the reactor. Okay, so this is not... I need to put... I can put induction cards, but I can't put speed cards on it. It's trying to craft extra, but it's got them all right here. So it's wasting resources. That's frustrating. Not that I need the resources, I have infinite of pretty much everything it's asking for. As long as it doesn't start making extra nitro crystals, because that's just wasting power. Okay. I think I can leave this to its work while I go check on how everything else is doing in my base. And yes, I still have a cat down here. For some reason, that cat doesn't teleport to me, so it just stays down there no matter what I do. Okay, we have all 4 promethium. So let's throw that into our system. Because I don't need it on me. It is crafting. Very, very slowly. Okay. That completed this quest in Oritech. Promethium and cards. And then that completed this quest here. Now we have this quest here. So we need to make 2 resonant voids. And that's what we're working towards right now. I got 1 promethium. Okay. Just so long as this isn't producing... Okay, I think it's working on the next... It is working still on the Spirited. Is that because power production is too low? Yes. How's power being produced over here? Is it being produced at all? It is. Okay. Very, very temporarily, we're switching this over to World Engine to see if it'll just power through. Okay, we're at 0. Switch it back to base energy. So that my base doesn't drop under. I also still haven't, like, fixed these, so there's, like, so many mushrooms just sitting in things. Because I have unbreakable axes that just never stop. Which is fine, like, I'm not complaining at having infinite backup of all that's being used for power. I just think my power doesn't work. At its base level, it's not really functioning that well. We are going to switch this over to World Engine and sit on it for a hot minute. Because I don't currently have anything trapped. If I had a Wither trapped, that would be a very, very dumb idea. What is this? What is this? Why is it doing this? I have to go back and fix it. I can't leave this unpowered, I forget. Because if I unpower my ME system, it stops auto-crafting. So let me see what the problem is. It's just stuck. So, I don't even have enough of the Spirited. I need 32 more. Okay, start crafting. Maybe that's the better way to do it, is do it tier by tier. Okay, yeah, that was way faster. Like, it's fighting for power, but, like, it'll have to fight for a little bit, because this crafting is going to fix it. Yeah, 4 Niotic creates 4 Spirited, so why am I not at enough? Yeah, because this takes 15 million energy per craft, and I definitely do not have that stored up. Okay, we're at 56. I might have to put down the Spirited Reactor to create power, to create the Nitro, to then swap them out to make a second Nitro. That might work. I want 2 more Tesseracts, though. Not the Tesseract frames. I want 2 full Tesseracts, please. I'm missing 8 fused quartz, because I haven't set that autocraft up. Hi, Mr. Quantum Goat. I got a Clapple. Okay, I need quartz. So that I can make these Tesseracts, and that has to be done in the alloy smelter. So, I just need to set up the alloy smelter to actually be an alloy smelter with autocraft, so that I don't have to keep doing this. But I also want to set up mechanism to be automatically generating, so I will need 4 of each machine, theoretically. I think. I'll have to do the math on that. Okay. Now, make 72 nitro. Okay, 2 Tesseracts. And the reason I'm making 2 Tesseracts is because I will not be putting it, like, here and over there. These will stay up and running up here, because there's no reason to turn off a power generation just because you are upgrading to a new power generation. This will just kind of, like, be backup, kind of like a battery with very, very low power. But I will be probably down here. Right in here. Actually, yeah, right in here. I want to place it right here. Whoops, that's my ceiling. Didn't mean to do that. That's my floor. I forget how close these floors are to each other. So we'll just put that back. Okay, so maybe not right there. We'll go this way. And we'll go down a block. Yeah, under the base. That works. Okay, so yeah, right in here is where I'm going to put the 2 reactors, because I need a connection to my Fluix cables. So I'm going to put them side by side-ish. It's a 3x3x4. So I can put one here and one here. I just need to move the torch over. Oh, this room is 10. Okay, that's annoying. But yeah, so one in this corner, one in this corner. We'll just bring it down. once it finishes. It's going to finish very, very slowly. Everything should already be exported, so I could switch this over to World Engine. Gives it an extra 6.5 mil, which should be enough for one craft of 4. But I generate it back up pretty quickly. Well, I used to. Yeah, we're pretty much back up. So, I can start working on the stuff that we need to actually power these. So I will need an export bus. I will need a 4-up drawer. And I need redstone. I need coal. And I need uraninite. So down here, oh, I also need a crafting card. Yeah, give me one crafting card. Thank you. I don't know why I'm thanking the ME system. It can't hear me, and it's virtual. And I need acceleration cards. 4 will do. Okay, first things first is I need my locking tool. Put down the 2x2 drawer, give it redstone, uraninite, and coal. And lock it. We're going to put 1 copper upgrade in this. Which will give it 4.1 thousand, which is why I'm only putting 1 in it, because if I didn't, it would be kind of insane. And that is going to go right here. The export bus is going to be right on top, with a crafting card and 4 acceleration cards. It is going to be fed these 3. No, I do not need a second thing of coal in there. I am trying to put everything into it. Okay. So, that will then be fed by a cable, which is why I need it down here. That's the only place that a cable is so readily available. We're gonna go up with this, so that I can still go under it. This should now be filling up. The 4 acceleration cards should be helping that a decent amount. But I have infinite coal and infinite redstone being produced. I also have infinite uraninite as long as I have power. So, it will craft it very, very slowly. But that will be filling up, which is why I want to start it now. Yes. Good, good, good. The moment that I get 36, I will be setting one of these up and setting it to my world engine. But I do need the 36 before I can do that. So 2 more crafts, and then we're good. And then all of this will become redundant. But it's powered my base for so far, and I'm just going to leave it. We can see... Okay. We will switch this over for a little bit again. Just in case. it's not immediately draining? Do I have that much power backed up? I did, because these had started to generate again, and these hold millions. Are they still generating? Is my world engine backed up again? How many times is this gonna happen? It is, because they have Uraninite down here. Okay, there we go. How much Uraninite does it need? A lot. So I need to actually stop the export of Uraninite to that drawer. Okay. Hoping to have it set up so that it would be ready, but apparently that's screwing it over. So we will... My wireless is out of range. It shouldn't be. I'm out of power. That's what's up. Because I forgot that I still had this set to world engine. I need the base energy active again, so that I can actually access my terminal and dump the Uraninite in. Okay, we have 36 nitro. Let's jump over to the world engine and double check that this is now being fed. It's not, so let me grab the proper Uraninite, throw it in. There are 24 left, which means 6 crafts. 6 times 12 is 72. I'm gonna have to do this manually again, but we can leave a stack in here for now, because it'll be this stack and then 8 more, something like that. Okay, let's jump home and set this up properly. So, the way to set this up is actually really, really simple. You put it down, and it does the rest. And then I need a pipe, and an opaque item pipe should work. I need an egg, water egg, and then I need cabling, which means I also need my configurator, which is in here. We're going to put in an egg, or not. So... Can't just... Nope, that dropped it on the floor. That's not what I wanted. Okay, give me a bucket. That'll work better. Bucket. And a bucket of water. Here. Blah. Can I not put fluid in this anymore until it's got the other stuff in it? That's possible. We're gonna have to divert this temporarily. And then have it draw on those. Can I now put water in it? No. Pull the other stuff. Not just the coal, it needs the redstone and the uraninite too. Okay, these pipes might not work. So let's get a regular pipe from item pipes. And then we just need a pipe wrench. That should transfer everything. Yeah, it's transferring the uraninite. Can it start transferring the redstone? It's starting to generate power. It's not letting me put water bucket coolant into it. Okay, there's the redstone. Do I need to pipe in the water? Maybe. Let's grab a tank. That one seems empty. A fluid pipe. Fluid pipe tank. Set to draw in water. Maybe it just doesn't work anymore. Do I have to put ice in it? I can put ice. But it's generating power. That's all I really need. That's the important part. Okay. Cable. Can't go there. Hold on. It's because of this. All off. All extract. Does it have to be the one on the floor? Yes. Okay, and then we need to really carefully set this to extract. And put a tesseract down. And the tesseract will be set to world engine. So this will now be draining to produce the second one. Which apparently I can't do liquid fuel anymore? Or fluid? Liquid coolant? I might need to look that one up. Actually, I have its book. I have its manual. I thought I had its manual. Apparently not. I'm flying blind here. Let me make its manual, I guess. Okay, generators, reactor. I know it uses uraninite as fuel, but what is the... what... coolant? Dry ice? Okay. I guess I can make dry ice? Sure. Oh, this should also be just send. This one will be just send and set to base energy. And then I need to grab the second reactor once it comes through. Oh, it won't come through because it doesn't have the uraninite. Yeah, 4 is not enough uraninite. Okay, there we go. Now we can jump back home and finish up what we were doing. There we go. I know, 72 is now complete. Thank you. I guess I can craft dry ice. It takes 2 blue ice. Blue ice is crafted by freezing packed ice, I guess, apparently. By compacting packed ice. Can I craft packed ice? If I have the loot fabricator for the Snow Queen. That's not great. Can I craft ice? if I make the 0 ring, that could work. I can also just extract ice from blue ice. That might be the best way to do it. Extract ice, tell it to make blue ice, tell it to put the blue ice in the energizing orb to make packed ice to put it in here. Let's put this cable back. So it'll now start putting stuff back in here so that these don't ever run out. We can grab the nitro reactor, put it down right here. When you put it down, you need nothing connected to it, otherwise the connection won't work. Okay, turn this to auto mode. Put down the item pipe. And then we'll do the same thing. Universal cable down. Set to extract. All right. This is starting to produce. I will grab a pipe upgrade. Just an improved one. I don't need an ultimate one. Just to speed this up a little bit so that it's actually sending everything faster. And then I guess I will manually put some redstone in this. Because my system is currently just crafting uraninite. Okay. We have 500 million FE storage in both of these. So my base and my world engine should be fine for this foreseeable future. Hopefully. Okay, so I can't put liquid fuel or coolant in this. Looks like I can put dry ice in these. I don't entirely know how effective the dry ice is. -3. Okay. I guess that's a good amount? I don't know. Now that everything up here is a little less important, I will be grabbing this extractor, because I don't need 2,000 pointed dripstone. We will be setting up probably a couple ice extractors. Let me get 4 more. Let me get some drawers. I only have 3. Just make me like 33 of them. I use drawers a lot. Okay, 5 drawers. I need the blue ice. Right here. I got these from a chest. That's where I got those. No, not a chest. It was in the ancient city. I mined it off the floor. And then I need water eggs. And then that should be it. Cool. So we will go once again downstairs. And I'm going to set up some extractors. They can be in front of these. That's fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. Okay. That is where I will be putting everything down, but I actually need to put it way around. Lock these drawers. With blue ice in them. Okay. And then the blue ice will go down on the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The extractors will go on top of that. The extractors will become waterlogged. Let me fill in that gap back there. No! What was that? I can't waterlog the extractor? Is that... Do I have to do it with a bucket? I might have to do it with a bucket. Bucket of water. We will try. Yeah, I have to do it with a bucket. That's okay. Ah! I had this set to blue ice. Apparently breaking it removed that. That's fine. Okay. Luckily I could just use my system to get water really easily. Oh, it's set to blue ice. That doesn't work anyway. Whoops. Unlock, unlock, not blue ice. These are set to ice. That's a little bit of a mistake. That's fine. Regular ice is a little different than blue ice. Just a touch. Okay. Set down the drawers. Unlock them temporarily. Relock them. I need 7 copper upgrades. We'll probably do 7 gold upgrades. Or 5. I don't know where 7 came from. We'll do 5 gold upgrades. 1 for each. So that they can hold 32,000. And then... set them in to this guy here. Okay, now they're in the system. We should have ice. We do. Fantastic. We'll then put them back in. Okay, so we will go upstairs. And we will program into this. Packed ice. This is the wrong tab. I need this one. Packed ice is from ice. Blue ice is from packed ice. And dry ice is 2 blue ice in this encoder. So, right here, packed ice and blue ice. And packed ice. Packed ice is from blue ice. How good is blue ice? Solid coolant. It's 2. Okay, that's fine. We can use... you know what? I don't care about the dry ice. We'll just use the blue ice. Give me a piece of blue ice. And we will go downstairs and tell it to use the blue ice as coolant. Great. Why is this not working? Oh, because this isn't set to use blue ice. You can also export blue ice. Now this should be filling up. Maybe? Why is my crafting not working? Oh, because it's crafting just a shit ton of uraninite. To keep this filled up, I assume? Yeah. That's fine. It can do that. Maybe I just need a second exporter on that. With a crafting card. And some acceleration cards. And then I just need some smart cables. It's not smart cables. God, apparently I'm not too smart. Okay, I don't need that on me. I don't need that on me. So, back down here. Second export cable with a crafting and acceleration upgrade. This one will just be set to coal. Redstone. And blue ice. And this one will be set to just uraninite. That way there's not a bog up in the system. And it can export everything else like normal and craft it if necessary. The uraninite is the important part because it's actually what produces the power, but from my understanding, the lower the C rating from the coolant, the higher the output? I can't remember. I can't remember why you want to cool it, but the book is not helpful. As you all could clearly see, it doesn't really say anything. Okay. Wandering trader spawned somewhere. It wasn't down here. Okay, we now have enough power that I could set up a system. I can reset up this system to get me ether gas. Which will be necessary, so we can probably do that right now. I just want to know where the wandering trader ended up. He is over here by the wolf. He is upstairs. Yeah. He is over here. I'll get 3 whole coins from that. So I have 835 coins again. Woo! So we can do some player upgrades, I guess. I need to upgrade more, because currently I just have lifesteal, attack speed, and crit chance. Oh, and I need to upgrade my little thingy. Let me upgrade my Shadow Glaive. There's a 6% chance to travel up to 3 times, dealing 13% of damage. Once I get this up to level 5, I'll unlock another ability. I have maxed out my running shoes, and nothing else really levels up that quickly. Because they're chance-based. Okay. Let us reset up my little wither thing. You can see that if I stand in the stasis chamber, I can't move. So this is a way to trap people if you really want to, but one thing that players have over mobs is you can jump. And jumping while slowed still allows you to move. I think it's like slowness 10. It says just slowness, but it's negative 2,000% speed. Yep. And it fills the entirety of the inside of this. So I keep accidentally touching the edge of it, and that sets off the thingy. So, let us see. I need skulls and soul sand. Okay. Now we go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and there's a wither. Okay. This is now draining ether gas from him. The reason I put him under my base is that hopefully I won't have to hear him. But yeah, this is how it works. I have this with 4 efficiency tier 2 add-ons, which is reducing its speed by 20%, or reducing its production time by 20%, and each of these has one of each, plus 200% speed, 3 times the processing, and minus 20% on processing time, which means this is producing really fast. I will be taking that wither noise, the ambient wither noise, and turning it way, way down. Because that's the only noise it will be producing. So I'm not going to mute all of its sounds, because if it breaks loose, I want to hear it. So that's why that is there. Let us go see how fast that ether is being produced. I think I had it up pretty high. Yeah, so it's going up by 10 millibuckets every second or so, which is way faster than it used to be. It used to be 10 millibuckets every, like, 20 seconds? Something like that. We should now have infinite power to our base, because my base doesn't use that much power. And these are all still running, and I now have the reactor. So that should be pretty good. Which means we can now send to the world engine this void. Yeah, resonant void. Do I need 64 sky osmium? I guess. I need 55 enderium? Hold on. That doesn't seem right. I need 48 enderium to make 2 resonant voids. I only need 32 sky osmium. There's something wrong with my pattern I have in here. Can I tell it to make me 2 and it will reduce it? No, it's gonna craft 64 sky osmium. Why? Oh, because that's just the way it's produced. And why is it crafting 54? Because it's in sets of 9. Okay. It's a little concerned that it was going to overproduce, but should be fine. We'll see how this cube is doing. We're holding relatively with the power. Let's jump down to the reactor, and we'll see. Yeah, reactor is steadily draining, but it's producing at a relatively high rate. Should be draining a lot faster now. Yeah, crafted it. That's good. Reactor didn't even drop to like 50%. Didn't even drop by 25%. Barely dropped by any percents at all. Resonant Void completed. We can claim this quest. Gift of Stone, another unbreakable brush. I don't need these. I'm not using them. I got one guy and he doesn't even do anything. Okay, now we have to go talk to the person, the Wyrmwright. That's all I have, blah, 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 blah. His normal spiel. Now, we will let this give us another 40. And then let it... We'll do that in a second. I'm going to go talk to the Echo of Guidance. Because if I click the thing, it'll teleport us to the world engine, and then we have to come back here anyway. Okay, complete the stage. Searching databanks for last known location of Ascended Echo Archives. Archives could not be located. System analysis complete. The work has encountered an unexpected error. The final echoes remain unreachable to the system. Consult the Echo of the Wyrmwright, who may have some methods of uncovering traces of the Ascended Echo Archives. So now we have to go back and talk to them, but that completed this quest and gave us another 25. And that is the end of today's episode. If you did enjoy, please scroll down and hit the like and subscribe buttons, and hit the bell notification to get notified every time I upload here on this YouTube channel. If you do want to see this happening live, it is all recorded on my Twitch when I stream. My Twitch is twitch.tv/Wyrmwright. Come hang out sometime. You can even follow me there to get notified whenever I'm streaming. I stream Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. That is it for today. I really hope you all enjoy. Goodbye.